Well, good evening, everybody. It's that time again, and I see you're already busy in the chat. I will just let it play catch up on YouTube, um, and then we can see what's going on. I know we've got a few here tonight. We've got some new people back in with us. Found their way back in. Anonymous, how are you doing, bro? Hope you're okay. Jason's in the chat. Who else we've got? Tibet's World. Hope you're okay. Mad, how you doing, Mad? Hope everything's okay with yourself. And I'm sure there will be a few others joining us as we go live. So first off, I hope everybody's okay. I hope the sound's coming through okay and the stream's okay. Any questions? Boom, bang them in chat. Let's have some questions. Let's see what's going on. I know that yeah, like I said, something about pretty face. Not tonight, unfortunately. Looking like an homeless dude. So that's it. It's going for a scruffy look. Somebody had put, I know Anonymous had put in chat, if anyone had ever soaked their false skins in bleach. Personally, I have not. I usually find that they've hang around long enough anyway. And every time you finish the piece, it's all covered up. But then again, I suppose it's what sort of stencil? Anonymous. It's, but I don't know that a lot of people do soak in bleach, soak it overnight. I don't know whether it's full on bleach, down or whatever. And they do say it works. I don't know if it affects the skin, the ink that you put in the false skin. I don't know whether it bleaches that down as well. So personally, never used it. I have a tendency to go with a more minimal stencil. I don't know whether it's just that I've got used to my own stencils or I'm just a lazy ass. I honestly don't know. But again, anybody else that's had any dealings with bleach and bleaching the false skins, whether it works, whether it don't work, whack it in chat, let Anonymous know. Yeah, I've got a laugh. Whoa, well, that's all looking chat on screen. You guys have put me on screen. You keep messaging me. You weren't live, or we weren't live. So here we are. Again, it's I don't know whether there's for watching whatever. It's going to be a sorry slow night and a short live at this real, guys. A few more in, or you guys have got plenty to go on in the chat. Questions, what you want to hear. Yeah, I can't get the steps off my user space. You cleaned it, Anonymous. You know what, Anonymous? Do you know what you're supposed to be cleaning your fake skins with? I'm not going to say it. But do you know what you're supposed to be cleaning your fake skins with? Again, I don't know. I don't know if it'll affect anything. I don't know if it'll affect or ink that's in the skin. I don't know. Oh God. I'll harass you until I finally visit for her. You helped greatly on my journey. No problem. You know what I am. I know somebody else, and it's not on actually tonight. It's usually on. Is Mike. He did reach out significantly to privately. I did send him told him to get in touch with me. I've got no problem if we can help him out. I've not heard anything much press, but he did reach out. Yeah, that's it. Anonymous, you know what you're cleaning with. And I'm not saying it. Wow, that's it. No more. I said last week. I'm not saying that. I've said it enough. I'm not actually going to say them words. You've heard it enough out of my trap. What I will say, give the stream helps along on YouTube. Although lately, YouTube and tattooing don't seem to go together. Just I'm hoping that we can get up to 1,000 subs. Once we get up to 1,000 subs, I've got it going on. First, this week, I am hoping to my, shall we say, Temu challenge video done this week, and that should make for quite good fun, to be honest. Well, let's see how we come up with the Temu challenge, shall we say? I'm looking forward to it. A bit nervous. I've got the stencil ready for the challenge. I found myself, shall we say, an unsuspecting fool or one customer, whichever way you want to look at it. Both, I think they'll both amount to the same. What we've got going on here, our chat's flying up and down. I'll sample a bit. Was just curious. What you sample? Anonymous. What are you going to do? Sample a bit of stencil on a bit of fake skin. See how it brings it back off. What's he got there? He's using alcohol. What else we got? Oh, so I guess you got enough off of it, and it's removed enough not to affect it anyway. Cool. Like I say, stenciling fake skins, you're never ever going to beat a thermal printer or hand stenciling them via the same sort of paper, carbon paper. The inkjet printers, I don't think inkjet printers put a stencil on a fake skin that's any good. I've never had no luck with it. It's always been very, very weak stencil, and it never stays. Whereas if you use the thermal paper or a hand stenciling paper, it's always been miles better. Let it dry, get air dryer on it. If you can let it dry on, everything's great. It stays a whole lot longer. Just check that out. We've got somebody shouting at me at the minute. That's all right. It's only myself, guys. Yeah. So again, thermal printer paper always going to be better for fake skins. And again, the better the fake skin you can afford to get, the more realistic it will be for you to tattoo. The easier it will be for you to tattoo. What we got here? Inkjet will be in my inkjet will be my next move after ice jet. Yeah. Inkjet, great. I'll be honest, Anonymous. Got it about mine. I know the ink, the bottle of ink, depending on what brand it is, there's a few brands now. You can go, is it Eco? You can go inkjet stencil. There's a few other brands as well. It's come down. I actually use the inkjet stencil fluid. That's about $200 a bottle for a 4-ounce bottle, which is helishly expensive. You don't get a lot of you do get a lot of stencils out of it. Don't get me wrong, but then you're having to buy the paper as well. What I will say to you, Anonymous, is that if you're going to buy and go down the inkjet, now people are making eco tank printers that are mono, just got one tank in them. Black, buy one of them. Don't buy the. Unfortunately, I had to buy the one with the 4 tanks in, 3 colours and the black. And for it to, you've got to waste a bit of your ink and put it in each of the tanks. Otherwise, you just keep getting that code. So now, if I could go back and do it again, I'd buy a mono printer. It would save you so much money. Your ink will last so much longer. How was this week? Not bad. It's a little bit slower over here at the minute. What it is in my shop. Got people coming in, people booking in. It was just on a slow week. Next week's a little bit busier. But that's the nature of tattooing. Like we've always said, it's a roller coaster ride, especially when you're tattooing for yourself. You're going to have peaks, you're going to have troughs. Obviously, at the end of the month or whatever it is, flattened itself, leveled itself out, and you're still earning. It's all good. But some weeks you're going to be alpha leather, and you could be alpha leather, just small ones, just crazy, loads and loads of small ones. And then following week, you might think you've got quite a week, but you've only got 2 or 3, and they're all of a decent size. But it just feels like you're having a quiet week. But at the end of the month, we only have a look at it at the end of the month, and I look at figures. How often at the end of every month? Otherwise, it would drive me insane if I did it week by week. Andy, have you ever had anxiety, imposter syndrome with an apprentice? Being there, watching and learning off your own, feel oddly uncomfortable while being watched. Short answer to that. Well, that one. No, I haven't. But what you do get is sometimes if you get away, and you might feel like they're a bit too close, like back up or stand yourself over there, watch your shoulder. As long as it's not getting in my way. I've not really had that feeling, because at the end of the day, what you've got to remember, Matt, is you're the tattoo artist. They're learning for you. So you've got nothing to worry about. They're there to learn from you. You're not learning from them. So at the end of the day, if you're feeling like the too close, it's like, oh, move over here, go back there, go stand around the other side. Sometimes it's easier if you sort of like standing around the other side, looking over you, so that in front of you it's more like a client, rather than if they're at the back of you, over your shoulder. Just try that. Just try that, mate. I get where you're coming, especially if you've not had anybody there learning off you for a long time. Then it can feel odd. You've got to get in your comfort zone and get comfortable with it again. And I suppose you've got to get comfortable with talking to them as well as talking to your client, and remembering what's going on and still keeping concentrated. And don't feel, how can I put it? Don't feel awkward, or don't feel under any pressure that sometimes if you're having to concentrate, man, and you're not explaining or saying anything to them or client, it's like, well, I've got to concentrate. You've got to watch. And that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. But at the end of the day, you've got to remember, just quite simple. Just remember, you're the artist. They're letting off you. So you've got nothing to be worried about. They want to be there. they want to be there. They want to learn off you. So it's just. But I haven't had an apprenticeship shop for a little while now. Not saying there's no saying I don't pull another one in, and then there's no saying that I don't get another one and I feel sick. But it just got to see how it goes. Damn, we're on near Andy's apprentice. I wish it all could be. Pick it out, right? What we got on conversation has helped me with feeling the way having others in the studio. Yeah, it's just keep in your lips, basically. And you need to go quiet. You need to concentrate on something. Do it, because they should be watching it. Because what you can do, no matter what I used to do, we're quiet and we're concentrating. When they're done, they're concentrating, we know we're done. And I'd finish that part where you're into a more relaxed part where you're more relaxed and easier. Then you can always say to your friends, you're watching, did you see what I did there? Ask them a question, see whether they were paying attention. If they weren't paying attention, they're not worth shit. Honestly, they're not worth shit. I mean, I don't know how old your apprentice is, man, I'll be honest. But you usually find younger ones that are a lot more hard work than slightly older ones. But again, like I said, I don't know apprentices. Oh, what went on? First time I didn't break out sweating before work. Yeah. But like I say, I mean, so you've just got to. Okay. So yeah. So 19. So she's relatively young. She's just gonna want to be there to soak up as much as they can offer you. And again, like I said, you got quiet just because you concentrate. You explain to them beforehand. Ask questions after when you finished your tattoo. Ask questions. Even asking questions after you finish your tattoo. I don't know how else you go about it. I know when I had quiet times and there were no to do, I would set tasks and get them off the studio or get them on drawing in studio. Do you set them? I know it sounds weird when I say this. You set them tasks each week. It's like homework, basically. That's what I used to do. So like, well, your drawing needs to come along as well as your tattooing. So you need to draw 2 roses, one in this style, or you need to draw a face. I want a face, I want a portraited face off you, in black and grey. Crack on. So I used to do stuff like that. Anonymous, I normally don't talk this much, guys. Hey, anonymous, crack on. There's no wrong with it. No, like I said, there's people who are coming on sidelines and everything. It's all this talking and all this chat. It's all either to help you or it's in good fun. There's no bitchiness. There's no, there's no malice or anything. Unless you're going to come in and be a dick, then I'm sure that somebody's going to say something. Other than that, that's what it's there for. Everybody's in the same boat. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect when it comes to tattooing. And you see, and it really irritates the living crap out of me. I see them on internet. Internet's terrible. It's good for your business. It's terrible for showing how you tattoos falsely lit, highlighted. There's so many things you can do on the model to soften it, take them sharp, take all the imperfections out, and you can spot it a mile off. You can really spot Dr. Flaws a mile off. Because anybody that's tattooed knows that tattoos don't look like that. Tattoos don't look like that in skin. What's this? I'll give a sick question. What's a good revenue before you rent a front? Like I say, what's a good revenue before you rent a chair or rent a boat? Right. Well, I don't know whereabouts you are. Are you US anonymous? Put in chat. Um, because I don't know because there's a few ways of doing it. One, you can rent permanent. It's X amount of hundreds of dollars a month, or hundreds of pounds a month. Or you've got some people do 60-40 split. Some people are down at 50-50 split. Some people 70-30. The biggest one, 60-40. So there's that way. But it's more anonymous. It's more about having your clientele. If you've got clientele and you get customers and your works to a point where you can get that and you can get consistency, then you've got to do your due diligence of how much is it to rent. So if you've got, let's say it's $800, £800 or $800 a month to rent. So you need to cover that. So then you need to cover that. You've got to be able to cover your materials, needles, inks, machines, sanitary stuff, print stuff, things. So there's that to go on top. Then you've got your, I would say, wages. What do you need to live? Well, I need $3,000 a month. So if you need $1,500 for the shop, you've got to be able to turn out $4,500 every month, which then is you got to be able to do $1,200 a week, $1,200 a week. Now, if you're setting up a business and setting up your own business and you're going self-employed, you're going to rent yourself a place, things like that, it works slightly different because you've got your rent, you've got your insurances that go with it. And I'm sure I know Matt's in the chat, and I know he's UK, he's down in Coventry, I'm up in York, so he might be able to listen, he might be able to help me out here. So when you're setting up a business, or what I do and working for myself, I've got shop costs, I've got all and everything associated with shop, insurances, electric, and I've got needles, everything to do with that, everything is covered under that shop. So there's that. From there, I have the bills at home. I also have then invoices coming in from my wife and my daughter because they work out the shop, they're self-employed in the right. They're doing laser removals, they're doing hair removals, they're doing piercings, and that's whatever they've earned, and they've got to invoice for that. That's got to be in. But where a lot of people then go is they go, when you first start up, they will go, I want £500, $500 a week. And I want every week like a set wage, which, yeah, is all well and good. But when you're setting up and working for yourself initially, it doesn't work like that because that's how to run the business dry of money, especially if it's not coming in. Me personally, and I don't know about anybody else, I only ever drip feed out whatever I want. So, like this week, believe it or not, this week, as long as everything, all bills, but everything, if I only needed £100 or $100 this week, I would just take £100 or $100 out of it. If I needed 500 next week, I'd take 500 out, and I do it that way. Sometimes I don't need it. I don't take it out, but it's left in the business, so technically it's still my money, and I can get it out if I need. But I don't siphon all the money out that I earn because it's got to stay in for the business. That way. And again, like I said, I don't know. Might be different for you guys in US. That's why I said I know Mad was in the chat. I don't know how he sort of like works his studio in Coventry down in UK, but generally I don't go, I need X, Y, and Z every single week out of that shop. Could probably take it and probably make it, but I don't do it. I only ever take the bits out that I need and just leave the rest of it there. And that's just how I do it, buddy. So you've got to factor all them things in. You see there, you've got all that. Boom, here we go. It's mad. Same. I just leave it. I don't give myself. Yeah, because you understand, man. It's your business. You've either bought your shop, bought your studio, renting it. You've got your bills and everything. And at the end of the day, you know yourself. It's your money that's in there. But again, I'm saying as man. I don't pay myself a wage. I just drip feed out what I need to drip feed out, and I only ever take the bare minimum that I need out. Like today, I'll be honest with you, because Mad, I know you're on, buddy. I don't know what inks you use, and I don't know who you're using for inks, mate. But I'll tell you now, I've just been on Tattoo Everything Supplies, Mad. I've just been on there for the simple reason that that's one of them that I use. And I've just been on there, and they've got a code on there because it's St. Patrick's Day. If you go through checkout, you put your inks in, industry inks. If you get industry inks, and that's on all the industry inks, if you go on industry inks and put the code in at the checkout, 50 in capital letters, you get 50% off. You get 50% off your order. I've just done it. I've just been on and ordered 30 bottles of ink, and I got them for about £150. So it's like $190, $195, 150 quid delivered. Why am I not going to do it? Industry inks, all grades, blacks, colours, everything you want, whites, a lot. So I just did it. Yeah. Free delivery as well, Mad. And I use them all the time, buddy. I use Tattoo Everything Supplies all the time, buddy. Really good. They're exceptional, and they're one of the best priced tattoo suppliers around. I know there's like Killer Ink, Barber DTS, Tattoo Studio, but they're generally cheaper than all them, mate. It's a lot of same stuff, but generally cheaper. Oh, mate, how you doing, mate? Glad you could make it. But yeah, it's worth having a look. Like I said, I've just got a phenomenal bargain. But yeah, going back to this, you just saying we're drip feeding in. But yeah, that's all I do. I just drip feed in. I just feed out. So again, that's how we sort of like do it. But we are renting, but we're renting. Well, I'm renting a shop. I don't know whether my shop or it's his own or what. But basically, we're running his own business, and do it that way, and just drip feed out, because otherwise, if you're wanting to rent off somebody, you'd have to work out, what can I make? What do I need to make? What's included in the rent of the front of the shop? Is waste included? Am I printing included? Because some people, when they go on, say, 60-40 split, what you got to remember, if you go on a 60-40 split, if you don't work, you don't pay your rent. If you've got nothing in, because they're taking a percentage, you're not paying anything. Whereas if you're renting, and it's a monthly rent, whether you're working or not, you've got to pay that. Mad rents. Yeah. So if you rent it, if you earn nothing that month, you still get your rent to pay. But if you're on a 65 split, if you earn nothing that month, they get 40% nothing, don't they? Quite simple. You don't give them anything. But a lot of time with 60-40 splits as well, they include some of your cartridges, some of your printing stuff, some of the inks, obviously your waste away and things like that. So that's another thing that when you're initially getting into it, it could work out better to start with. It's being on a split. I know you might think, well, I've just done £1,000 after that. Oh God, I'm only going to get 600 of it because they've got 400. But again, it's got pros and cons. It has pros and cons. Yeah, if you earn nothing, they're getting nothing. Quite simple. Quite simple. You use Magnum tattoo supplies. Yeah, I've used Magnum a few times. I just prefer tattoo everything. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. And no, I'm not promoting. I'm not anything by them. I just use it. I just like them. And like I say, it's just that they've got a sale on at the minute. And like I say, it's just on the industry inks, but you go on the industry inks, go through it, put the code in, capital letter, £50, and it's half price. Oh, nice one. Nice one. Got a day off. Yeah, my day off today. What we got here in Anonymous browser. I watch real-time videos about artists. I like that. Both many will talk out every step, voltage, cart size, ink saturation. Yeah, I tried one like that. I'll be honest. I did a video like that. I did one on. I did a Norse goddess, and instead of speaking through it, put all the instructions and everything up on screen. About 2.5 hours long. Whereas the video, it just flopped like a pancake. Did that video, so I never did another one. Just really did flop like a pancake. What's Jason got? Yeah, I've been watching a bunch and got some. I got some letters off Brian Fisher. You mean Ben Fisher? You mean Ben Fisher? He was doing some lessons online. Alex Conte, yeah. He's got some good ones. He has a lot of sped up tattoos. Again, Alex, you look at Alex's channel, I think he's got, is it 600,000 subscribers? This is what I was saying earlier on about YouTube and tattooing. I think they're falling out with each other. But you look at Alex's channel, bang on guy, top notch guy, to be fair. And I'm subscribed to myself and I watch his stuff. But he's got like 600,000 subscribers. And then probably struggles to it, what, 3,000-4,000 views per video. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Ben Fisher is from over our neck of woods. I think he's Wakefield. Not too far away from where I am. I'm just going to quickly check on someone, guys. Go. A couple of emails coming, which we can swap over to have a look at in a little bit. Again, like I say, if you can give the stream a thumbs up, just see how we're doing. No, we're not doing too bad. And, we'll jump across and have a look at some emails in a minute. So I know it won't. I know Anonymous, it probably wasn't the best round to explain how much you need to be earning before you're renting. But there's a lot of factors to take in, and again, a split. I think. I think you said. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, because you put, currently employed doing construction, hobbyist, home studio, looking for open in a larger area. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, that's how it starts with people. You're always from, you can get start building your clientele. I don't, again, like I say, Anonymous, I don't know, I do in US. US, Canada, I don't know, UK. But again, you work from home. Could you set up at home? Is it legal for you to set up at home? Or do you have to be in a studio that's already registered? And that, I don't know. I just seriously don't know. It's be interesting to follow that one. But again, I mean, I work in construction. I know what I work part time because I love it. I'll be honest, I love being in construction. I still miss it to a certain degree. Couldn't do it now for money, but as I say, one thing led to another, bit of an accident, and no, so I just wrecked the old back once I 40, and it were a case of then, well, time to open my own studio instead of working out somebody else's at the time. And I'll be honest, I've only actually had my own, and solely 100% my own studio shop rent down my own name. I've only had it since 2019. So not a great deal of time, really. But it's fine. It's worked out. Worked out great. Didn't think it would. I didn't think it would run because not long after we opened COVID, we were shut for like 40 weeks or whatever it was out of the 52. But come through the other side, everything's looking good. Oh, let me try and get, what is it? Let me share the screen. We'll jump over and we'll have a look at some email sent in a little bit. We'll have a look at them. Has anybody got anything else they want to chip in? I want to ask before we jump over and have a look at some of these fine emails that have been sent in. We will whack across, and looks like, oh yeah, looks like more from same person. Jason, I'm hoping to be able to start sending at least drawing in the upcoming week. Yeah, well, drawing. It's all part and parcel, but it. You've got to keep on top of it. You've got to keep on top of it. You've got to keep drawing. It's an essential skill. It's an essential skill. So at least you're still doing something and still working towards it. So no, my piece is shit in itself. I found the package. Technology, yeah, it's great while it's working. If not, it's a pain in the ass. But you know, so hope they actually loaded in. Right. So what we're going to do? Let me get this up on screen. Can you see, guys? So we've got all anonymous. We've got an anonymous sender. So we'll start at the bottom here. And it's just put anonymous, there's no thing. So let's have a look. Don't know what this one is. No preview available. No preview available on that one. So we can't see that. Can we see, guys? Can you guys see? So what does that go in again? Let's see what I can get. Go. Oh, come on, move. Let's see if we can. I'll just try to see whether I can make it a bit bigger for you guys. Can I go in? No, wrong way around. Wrong way around. No. That's it. Right, we'll stay like that. That's as big as I can make it. It won't go bigger. So, I'm just going to look on the screen. Well, looking around here, I suppose it's going to be hard. I thought it was a parakeet. I thought it was a parrot. I thought it was a parrot, anonymous. It is. What, a cardinal or a parrot? Well, it's right hard to say. I don't know whether you guys can see. So, and it's really hard because it's taken far away. But this line work, best I can see is this line work through here, and I know it's organic. But it's looking pretty much consistent and pretty much saturated. What I would say is what I would say with this parrot cardinal, or whatever it is it's a little bit lacking. E.g., you've left it quite open, and whether that was by design or not, because I just thought that some of this beak could have had a little bit more black shading. Same through here. Some of these feathers, breast feathers, and everything could have been taken a bit more detail. I just think it's lacking. It's hard. This black through here looks to be in. Hey, Brandon, appreciate that, brother. Hey, you didn't have to. Brandon, I appreciate that, mate. I really, really do. It means a lot, mate. Yes, I know it's on the thing. I finally got there where appreciation can be shown. I'm doing really well. Evening's going really well, mate. We've been on 3/4 of an hour. I hope you're doing really well. I hope your day, evening, afternoon is going well. And again, I hope your Saturday journey is all working out for you. I wish you all the best, and I hope you're staying tuned in. But I do appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. But again, like I said, just it does need going back into. I don't know if you've ever thought about it, Anonymous. I mean, again, me personally, black and grey, wash. Um, I don't like using it. I don't know what it is. I don't like using it, so I use opaques. I don't know if you've ever had a go with opaques. This would be nice. It's a cross between black and grey and full colour. It's so you can use it like black and grey. You can use it like colour. You mix it up with white, add your black to it, so it's a full pigment. And the colours you see in your pot are the colours there and thereabouts. What it's how it's going to heal. Um, they may heal a tad lighter, but I just find them easy enough. This would be right for me. This would be right for opaque greys. You're doing it in black and grey. Again, yeah, colour. It'd be fantastic in colour. Really brightly coloured. It'd be beauty. Absolutely beauty. And in colour. But from what I can see, I mean, because I can't get in too close, but like the lines and everything down here, just the shading could be a little bit more. It just needs some more detail. This, I'm assuming, is going to be some sort of flower. Just be careful with going from here. I know you put in. You put. There will be more. There will be shading in the next visit. Right, fine. Make sure you don't go these flowers. You're leaving us, whatever. And like this, that you don't get lost with it. I would be interested to see it more when there's a bit more done. Not a great deal to comment on here. But try do us a favour. Try get photos a bit closer, or when you're taking your photo before you send it anonymous, crop it. Just crop it in so we can zoom in a little bit further. That I can just look at it and give you a better opinion and give you better help. I won't say critique, but I can just give you better help, better pointers as to where to go. Colour is needed. Yeah, I'll look into them. I plan to work more contrast when she comes back. Yeah, contrast. Opaque greys will give you so much contrast because they'll give you from very, very pale, depending on where your drop system that you use in your white. I can't remember what I use now. It's a size 15 cup. It's either 15 or 16. So like 85% full of white, and then I have one with 2 drops of black in it, one with 6 drops of black in it, and then I have one with 14 drops of black in it. And then sometimes I'll put another one out with 20 drops of black in it, which is very, very. It looks nearly black, but it isn't. It's just off. It's just off black to put up against it as a transition. That's my. How I usually set up for that. Let's have a look at another one. Right, let's get. Oh, we can get zoomed in a bit more on this one for you guys. Let's just drink it up first. Let's just drink it up. What I am going to say straight off, excuse me, the antlers. There doesn't look to be actually any black in this anonymous. It's like a toned out black that's in it, or any full saturated. Maybe a little bit here. Can't really see, but it would have definitely had some on the underside. Would definitely have some up here, coming up, coming through. Same on this side. It would have had some in there under here in all the darker areas. I'm looking through here, buddy, your line work, can you see? I can't get any further. You come through quite a light line, you're coming down there, and it gets a little bit lost. But then up here, and I don't know whether it's a photo, up here it's like light line, then a bit of black, and it's like, then you got some black again, and it's black. I don't, if you're aligning it, the consistency through here doesn't seem to be there. And I don't know if it's mid healing or what. Looking through here, this looks a little bit further out. Because when I look down here, this, if you look at this line here, see how grey this one, grey this one is. Then we run into a black, thin black line. I don't know whether you've grey lined this and then gone back in. But it's like where this is here. Just, we've got some features, but you know, this should have been really punched in black. And I can see where you started putting it in through there. Really punched in black. Same in the sockets there. You can see where you started to get it in, and especially this one, you've got it in here and over there, which is cool. And then just needs a bit more feathering out, and then blending out with the light. Again, I'm just thinking that over it, like over here, there's no. Whereas you've got a line through there, and it's black and black broken comes through. It's a little bit non-consistent. Same over here, where it could have been a bit sharp there. Right, so you've put, yes, I used a washed black for the lines when open to have extreme black. If you've used the washed black for lines, they're really light. I'm just looking at, because I don't know it's my I'm looking at those. But this line looks washed black. This line looks washed black. This line looks black. This line down here looks black. It's as if, and same through here, it goes black, and it looks like washed black. A little bit of black, washed black in between, a couple of bits of black. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, but these antlers, good, like here and here, and a couple of places up here, could have done with a little bit of open space in them, really light tone. It looks like you've got it up on the top half. Just for the texture, it could have done with a bit, some open tones. The shading, the smoothness of the shading, the antlers doesn't look so bad, and I can see where you've got that run up there to try to put, you know, some texture in it and through there. I just think there's a few. I mean, when we zoom out to about there and we look at it, there's just a few art choices that could have been done. Like I said, definitely should have been had black punched in through there. Should have had more black punched in there. Off these horns, or even if you didn't want to go off these horns, off this bit of skull should have had some black. But I'd probably gone up the horns, in this crevice, and maybe around here, up that crevice there. So you're going to have to get comfortable with punching black and really, really punching strong into that towel, because it's just feeling a bit weak and left behind, buddy, is this one. Right. This one on fake skin is looking better. This one on fake skin, to me, looks better than the skull. That's what we've done. This beard here, and I know it's on like a, and it's quite a orangey looking light that you've got going on this. But on the tash, you've got black. You've got black down through here. You've got a nice bit of flow going on the beard. The heart, I'm going to be honest with you, gets a little bit lost. Same with this one here, the Sacred Heart. I mean, if you sort of like taking that out and add his hair coming down, and then maybe something else, I think it may look better, but and maybe just a little bit more. Shall we say? I'd say detail, but small amounts instead of lining. I would say like small amounts of black and small amounts of shading in the thorn crown. Because as I look at it, you've got this detail over here in the tash, you've got your detail in your beard, and that this crown's looks like it's been left all open space. Just in here, just in that crevice there, if you just pop just a bit dark and go around and smooth out, and the brows. But again, what I will say is, you look at this. This is what somebody's like. Can you see how pale and washed out this looks in comparison to this one, but where you've again where you're on fake skin and you're not really bothered if you make a mistake, because again you're not permanent marking somebody. You've gone in, you've put them darker tones, you've put black in, couple of little areas down here where you're shading in here, and some of these little bits here, it could have been a little bit smoother, and up through there. I don't know what fake skin it is that you're using, but generally overall, it's not so bad. I just want some tweaks. Like the bird on this one, like to see it finished. Whether you go colour, whether you go, I do think that the bird as it stands at the minute is the I do think the bird as it stands at the minute is the best. I'd like to see it finished and see how you go with these flowers without. What I will say to you is, don't go over the top. Make sure you leave open space for these flowers, because otherwise it'll end up looking a mess. So that's what I'm going to say to you on that. But just watch your line work. Dark. Make sure you're putting some dark in. As I say, you can see where you have them here. You can see where you haven't. Quite simply on there. Let's use your darks. Cheers for sending them in. We've got anonymous for another one. Go on, what's that saying? Thank you, Grayson. Hold on. Anonymous. Did you message me? Did you message me? Is it D Faber? Daniel Faber? D Faber, Daniel Faber? Are you anonymous proper? I've just tweeted on something. Must be. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of this. This type of font. But what I'm going to say is, yeah, it is. Yep. Oh my God! Jesus. want to just put that because I've seen this cut out because I've seen it on your Instagram, mate. From when it's been popped up, uh, it's like that. I'll be honest, anonymous Daniel. Yeah, I'm not a font, and it's not just this font. It's this style of font. Whatever you line up outside and open, inner. I'd rather see a slightly thinner line on outside and maybe just shaded and whipped up, shaded and whipped up, So it's like half shaded from dark to um, to nothing at the top. I would have preferred to see that. But your black's punched in. I will say to you, black's punched in, mate. It's not overworked because it doesn't look chewed up. It's not overworked at all. I'm looking for the obligatory, shall we say, holidays up to the line. Maybe one there. Can't really tell. Again, generally okay. I mean, we all do it. I'm guilty. Just try your best, Daniel. Just try your utmost best. Your line in the outside of these. I think when you say, I mean, I did one at weekend, and needles were tiny. It were a no 8-3 round liner, which is unusually small for me. It's the smaller your needle, you go, the smaller the diameter of the needle you go. E.g., whether it's a 12 standard 3 round liner, or it's a 10 3 liner, or a 00 or no 8-3 round liner. So number 5's in that. It will show up any falterings in your line work. Any shakes, the smaller you go, and everybody does it, you will get as steady as you go, whether skin just gives a little bit or you'll get it with the small needles. What I will say to you, best advice I can give to you when you're doing this, what's this one here? This one here, you could have done with a 9 round liner all day long. You should have outlined this with a 9 round liner, no problem. And then, I'm saying that, can you just see, like, I'm assuming you use a small round liner because I can just see over here on the outside of these in a few places. If it is a small liner, you've got the wobbles, which you're going to get with a small round liner, and we all do it. So I'm not guilty of it. Whereas you won't see that as much. It will give you the bigger the liner, even if you move a little, and your hand does move a little bit like that as you're doing with a fatter round liner, it doesn't show. It won't show on your line. So I'm saying, like, for this, you definitely shouldn't have been any smaller than a 7. So a 7 or a 9 would have been ideal for this. So if you outlined this, which it looks like you have before you filled it, it looks like you've used a small round liner, whereas you should use a 7 or a 9. It'd just crisped it up that even more for you. Oh God. Unfortunately, anonymous. Yeah, it's a 5 round liner. It's same. Yeah, it should have been a 7, should have been a 9, definitely a 7. I would have used probably a 9 myself on that. And again, you would have seen the difference straight away because like I said, the smaller you come down, and any slight wave or whether it's on stretching the skin, an extra bit of bounce on the skin, or whatever. With a smaller, you see, there's not much you can do. You just got to do your best. Unfortunately, I can't get that any bigger than that. For some reason, it won't let me expand it up. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's packed in. It's not overworked. It's saturated your black. Just watch your needle choices, but just watch your needle choices. I know you said you packed it with a 9-round shader. Should have packed it with a curved mag, I think, instead of a round shader. Don't matter. I mean, you've packed it with a round shader. It is your choice. This is what I'm saying. That is your choice. If you feel more comfortable packing that with a round shader than you do a curved mag, that you are that's your entitlement. That's your entitlement to do so. As long as you're not overworking the skin, as long as you're not chewing the skin up, and you're getting the ink in and you're getting it saturated without overworking it, that's fine. It doesn't matter what you use. What I will say to you is the needle choice is yours, and half of tattooing is picking the right needle choice. But like I say, 5-round liner, yeah, it's too small for going around outside of that model. Personally, it's too small. God, what am I pressing? That one. Yeah. So we've got Anonymous again. What's this? Got back to drawing a little custom design. Won't let me. I can't zoom in, mate. I can't see it. I can't see it, unfortunately. Won't let me. Won't let me zoom in. Opening a new window. Nope. No, I can't get any bigger. Sorry, buddy. So next one is me, Mark. That's Pommy, by the way. I'm assuming. Mark Isaacs. That's Pommy. Anonymous, what you got up here? I was a virgin with the round shader on it. Jumped to a little curve bag halfway through. So, I mean, fair enough. I mean, I couldn't really. You can't really tell where you've jumped from one to the other, which is a good thing. Like I say, it's not chewed up. There's no difference. And if I'd have done that, if I'd have done that myself, I wouldn't have even gone to an 11 curve mag. I would have probably, if I would have done it myself and also in that in, I'd have probably either used a 7 curved mag, or I may have even, if I've gone around it with a 9-round liner, I may have even filled it in with a 9-round liner. It just depends how I felt at the time. Could have been a combo of both, 9 and a 7 curve mag. It's just one of them things. My bad. I mean, no, I mean, it's just a learning curve, but it's just a learning curve. How can you put it? You've got to, and I'm not saying it's wrong, but so don't take this out of context. But what I'm saying is, on your journey, learning anything, how do you expect to learn if you don't get things wrong, or you don't try other things? You've got to learn. There's no point in me going, right, you've got to do that. You've got to, right, Danny, you've got to do that with a 9-round line. Or I said to him, you've got to do it with a 11-round liner. Whereas I'll go in and I think, oh yeah, 11-round, no problem, I'll do it easy 11-round liner. But Daniel goes, hey, 11-round liners, I can't use them, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm out of so much pressure on. He's more comfortable with a 9-round line. He's found that out. He's going to use it. He's not going to use the 1199. He's going to use it because that suits him. That suits his style of tattoo. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So what we got? Here's two I'm working on. Any pointers? Well, what I'll say to you to start with, Pommy, is you're going to have to work on your shading, buddy. Because, one, the shading, it's not right. I mean, looking on it, you need to start on these lines and smoothly whip it out. It's quite scratchy. Hey up, stay up. Super late. Yeah, did you not get your notification, mate? We've been on an hour. Yeah, you're going to have to, and I also think you need to watch stencils because you're going to have to work them out. Because, like in here, it's very, very scratched in. It's not punched in that. I don't know what. Are you using a mag? Is it a curved mag that you're using? Because that's what it should be. And then, like up these areas, you should be starting up on your line, right on your line like that, slowly, 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 and then just lightening your pressure out on your skin. Hair. What had I said with this hair? Been dark around here, but you see how you've got these lines there. You're gonna need so turn your mag. It would have been better off done with a mag on its side, so you're dragging it round, and when you twist it on separate angles. Also, you're gonna have to work on just get it on here. Your light source, or if it's coming in from there or this direction, you're gonna have to send a bit of a light source because then this will be dark, under here will be dark. It's not saturated, but I mean, then again, I mean, I'm looking at you see like this line. This line, it's nicely continuous. It's one even thickness, and it's smooth. Same with this actual line over here. Um, but where you're losing it round you've lost around the eyes like here to give it, you would have had black shade down. You need to work on your black shading. Um, I don't know what skin this is. It doesn't look like the actual ink is sticking to your skin. Again, move it out. Oh, this, I would say that this crocodile alligator is more, it's more savable mark than this. EG, like so we can see around it, just needs some more. But the problem you've got is you're trying to get your texture in, but you need to work on your shading. And these, unfortunately, on this one, the teeth and the line work on the teeth, they're not in a pull. Like this one here looks like it's had a couple of goes at it. Same with that one. So, that same one here, you've got your line that comes through, misses. You've got like a series of dots, and then it picks your line up, and it misses out. Let me just move this on. Might be able to see what I'm talking about then. Under here, it's not consistent. I mean, the texture wise through here, no problem. You can see that you've got you're getting all them little wrinkly bits at the side. You just there's nothing committed with it. I mean, you've really got to get in there, even if it's just a little bit, but corner the edge at mag. Sometimes you've got to get in there and smash that mag. But the shading, you need. What I would say to you, my serious advice for you, buddy, is you need to work on something smaller. You need to work on designs that probably only 3 inch. Work on something work on simpler, e.g., even if it's just a flower or a couple of flowers or a little bit, it's just about 3 inch, something that's simpler. Get your line work down, but then you need to work on your shading and get your shading smooth. Because if not, you can't get your line work down and you can't smooth the shading out. You're never going to get. I can see where you want to go through, but you're never going to get it. And again, like I say, for some reason, it doesn't look like you're getting, like in here, it doesn't look like you're getting the ink to stay in the false skin. So I don't know what false skin it is. But I would say that with the textures, with not knowing what a crocodile or alligator looks like, I would say that this one's more savable with some shading and going back in, a bit more shading, some mid-tones, get some proper blacks in, get some mid-tones in, and that extend some of this lip, smooth it, just whip it out with some black up and over, so it's giving you a bit more curl. But yeah, but my advice to you at the minute is work on your line. Getting you know, too much off and getting overwhelmed. Work on something a bit simpler where you can use your needles. If you put your line work on, you're going to put your shading and packing on show because, like I said, the packing and the shading on this top one is not very good at all, unfortunately. But it's I can see what you're trying to do on this, and the texture works out a little bit better. But again, it needs work. And I think if you just want to dial it back, just start on something smaller. In there, but it's just something you've got to do. It's just dial it back and just make sure you can get that in the false skin, saturated even lines, and a consistent and even packing and shading. That's what you're going to need to work on. Is that it? Yep. I put my ugly mug back up on there. Oh. So again, so that's it. I mean, when you're doing it full time and you cost doing it full time and that's your job, you're going to have hiccups. Not everything's going to go all right. Nobody's perfect. Again, you've got all different types of skin. You've got all different types of people, all different. You know, you getting in and how comfortable you are. I mean, I know you're supposed to get as comfortable as possible, but sometimes you just can't do it. You'll get an involuntary twitch or whatever. Nobody's pulling perfect. I mean, you'll see it on the internet. You'll go look at something and you go, wow, that's how I was going. Them colours are great. Them colours pop. Why don't my colours pop like that? It's because they've got $10,000 worth of lighting and they've stuck it through 16 editors and God knows what before they posted it on internet. And generally, you go in and if you expand them, you can see, because you can see, if you look on the outside of it, where they generally tend to forget to do, you'll see all the blemishes and hair pimples and pimples on the skin. And then as it comes in where they've edited it, and you get into it, it's like, well, can't see any of that now. It's all disappeared. No, because they've been in with denoising and blurring tools and sharpening tools and everything to do it. It's what they do, and yeah, it pisses me off. It does absolutely piss me off. But again, like I said, that's one of them things. This week, I know I put a post up. I have hopefully I've got my shall we say my Timo tattoo coming up with me, shall we say, Timo tattoo machine. So let's see how that one goes. That's getting recorded, thoughts, everything. And I'm, let's say, skeptically looking forward to doing it. The mixture, what I got line work, dot work, colour work, and everything going in that one. I don't know if I've got the design still on here. I can even show you. So that done, and the machine I got is no, I ain't got it. Hold on, I might have. Yeah, so we'll see what that is. Again, like I said, once I can get to 1,000, I will be giving away a machine. That's up to everybody. But let me just add this. This is what I will be tattooing on the volunteer, shall we say, on the volunteer / full / whatever you want to call it. It's the design that you're getting. Exactly. Yeah, so we'll get that one slapped on, we'll get it videoed, and then I can give you my thoughts and everything on the machine. So that's coming out. That's coming out this week. I don't know whether I'm going to do it in a 1-parter or a 2-parter. I'll have to see whether I'm going to review the machine, do the tattoo, and obviously give you my final thoughts, or whether I do it all in one video. It just might end up being quite a long video, to be fair. But we'll see. We'll see. And as I say, once we get going. So I don't know whether you guys will be on. Been an hour and 23 minutes. I don't know if you guys have got any more questions. If you want to ask anything, and that before. Yeah, as I say, cheers for that. I mean, like I say, it's just there's dot work in it, there's colour in it, there's black in it, there's shading in it. So it'd be a good one to do. See how it comes out. Just so long in colour. I don't know. I would probably say, depending on how it all goes. Depending on how it all goes, because also remember I'm recording, so it'll take a little bit longer. I would probably say about 3.5 to 4 hours, and I should be done with it. Including the colour, packing, the shading, the colour, the dot work, and everything. 3.5 to 4 hours. Like I say, that's including the full colour butterfly. Is that one going on a leg? So nice and easy place. Got one at stipulations, and well, that and finding a how can I put it? A willing guinea pig. Finding a willing guinea pig, and unsuspecting person to let me do it to them. It's obviously the tattoo. That tattoo is free to them as well. Or because I wanted to make the video, so the tattoo's free to the person. They've just got to. They have been told about it being videoed and how long it's going to take and what it is. It's all being laid out for them. So that's their perk. I've been sat there with me doing what I've got to do all day long. So have we got anything else, guys? If not, we're going to be bailing in a few minutes. You guys will be one of it. Some of you that are on this side of the pond, UK side of that, will be wanting to go to bed. You guys on the other side of the pond, I'm sure you've got more entertaining things to do than sit and look at my ugly mush on a Sunday night. This is what nightmares are made of, and again, it's been a pleasure. It's a good one. Like I said, I don't know whether I went on last week. Oh, it's 2 weeks. Anonymous, appreciate you being here. Jason, cheers, buddy. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys. That's turning up, sending your work in. It takes a lot to send it in and just put it out there. But again, it's one of them things. You've just got to do it, because when you do it on a customer, you're doing it essentially the same thing. You're putting your work out there. They're going to go away. They're going to go show it all off. The mates will look it and that and comment on it. And you know what this was. Somebody's always got. Somebody can always do it better, or they know somebody that can do it better, or can do it cheaper, or whatever. But it's world's full of bullshit like that. It is. But you just got to get over it. So again, right, we're down to the last couple. With that, guys, I am going to bid you all well. I'm going to bid you all good night. 10 past 11 at night here. I appreciate you tuning in. And again, yeah, and you, Matt, I appreciate you being here. You have a good week, mate. It's been an offer. With that, I will see you in the next one, which will be next Sunday. So with that, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Good night.